Welcome to Village Outpost. Today I want to share with you an idea I had about making an everyday carry toolkit that you could give out for free. And this one right here that I've prepared has all of these items. We'll go through one at a time, each item. And it cost me about $15 per kit. I've got two of them I already made up, and we'll make another one now. When I was a maintenance guy at a school, I would often get asked for a screwdriver, and I would hand them one of these 6-in-1 screwdrivers and just know that most likely it was never coming back to me. But if it did, I would add it back to the pile, and I could have carried a nicer screwdriver that would better fit my purpose, but I knew that people were going to ask. They were always going to ask. And if they never returned it, I would be devastated if it was my nice screwdriver, of course. So I just carried this on me. This is what I did most of my work with. It's just a cheap 6-in-1 screwdriver. And so this is the basis of this idea. Is I bought a load of those cheap screwdrivers and was able to just hand them out to whoever needed them, which was all the time. And if they brought it back to me, fine. But if not, I just know that there's a happy screwdriver out there in the hands of someone useful. So let's make our kit. All of this came from Harbor Freight. And so, of course, great deals there at Harbor Freight. This is the bag that I went with because it was $2 on sale. It's usually $3. I would like to potentially use something a little bit nicer, something a little bit more practical, throw over the shoulder or carry handle, something that you can expand into. But I couldn't find the deal I was looking for on an item like that. So for now, I just went with the $2 one to keep the overall package cheap. The pouch here, and the first item I've got is a magnet tray. So this is one of the things that most people don't have, but I love them. And I probably have 10 magnet trays. Luckily, $3 at Harbor Freight. I first heard about these when my mechanic got done with my car, and they called after I'd already picked it up and said, hey, we left a magnetic tray under your hood. So I took it back. I'm sure it was just so that it wouldn't mess up the engine. They probably weren't worried about a $3 piece of equipment. But I figured it out that day that that was something that I wanted. And when I started going to Harbor Freight, that was one of the first things that I got. The next thing is this pick set. And this thing is awesome. So I use these picks all the time. There's 4 picks in this set. And we've got a hook, an around the corner thing, a 90-degree angle, and then a straight pick. And so these can be used to move stuff, clean stuff, grab stuff and pull stuff through a hole like a wire or something like that. So I love these things, and I use them probably more than any other tool. I have lots of them. And then this is my 6-in-1. This is the heart and soul of this kit. And it has a handle, and this post goes in here. On either side is a hex head, and those will run, I think, a 1/4 inch and a 5/16 nut. And so that's a common sheet metal type nut that's on a lot of equipment. And so this has a flat head and a Phillips head. You can stick it in, it fits in. And then this is a smaller one in the smaller side. And then I usually leave the Phillips out, the big Phillips, because that's the one I use the most. So moving on, of course, we have a tape measure. I don't use these all the time, but when you need them, you really need them. And so this is one of those things that is cool to have in your kit. Very useful. This next thing is just a set of pliers, and it is a needle nose set of pliers, which is my favorite type. And it's a nice big set that can be used to hold on to something while you tighten another screw or something like that. So this is my favorite type of pliers. I do like a little bit nicer ones for myself, but these are great. 8-inch set of pliers for, I think they're normally $5. They were $3 on sale, so that's awesome. And then finally, clips. So I wanted to use some type of carabiner, but not only did they not really have what I was looking for, on this particular bag, it doesn't even fit. So instead, I bought a set of 20 of these clips, kind of like you would use for a trailer hitch. And they were 50 cents a piece. It was a $10 kit. So that was cheaper than the carabiners they had. And I could take all these smaller ones, which they had 10 of them, and use them as a clip, sturdy enough to hang on your belt or hang off of a bag. And then that is the kit. And I'll take this tag off because I want it to be ready to go. Of course, I've got this knife here, and I didn't include one in the kit. Don't really feel comfortable handing out knives to people. And also, lots of people have knives and want different types of knives. So there's plenty of room in here. You can add that. You can add a flashlight, whatever you like. But for this kit, I just wanted to get started in that $15 to $25 range. And this is the kit. And the thought is just to be able to go out, and if you see someone who would like to start working to fix stuff around the house or around the neighborhood, then you can hand them this kit, and that'll get them started on a lot of ability to fix things that they would see in their day-to-day lives. So that's my idea. I would like suggestions on any extra items that could go in here, and I would like to know if anybody has an idea for a cheaper, more practical bag that would work for this application. Thank you for watching Village Outpost. Have a great day.